So if we'll sketch the graph, we'll probably just find the ABC. We'll sketch it. It's okay. Why not? We're here. Is this in our form that we want it to be in? No. What do you think we're going to have to do? Here's a hint. No. Hold on. Complete the square how many times? Twice. One for each variable. So to complete the square, I'm going to group the x terms together. I'm going to group the y terms together. And what am I going to do with that constant? Move it to the other side. So remember, you have two things to do before you complete the square. First thing, isolate the variables. Check. What's the second thing? Make the leading coefficient 1. So notice we technically have two leading coefficients because we have a 4 and a 5 because they each have the highest degree. So since those are not the same number, we can't pull out 4 and 5 or 20 if you wanted to. Well, no, that would even be worse. To make those coefficients into 1. So instead of pulling it out from all 4 terms, you only pull it out from the respective term. So I'm going to pull out a 4 from the x's. Pull out a 5 from the y. And now we complete the square. So for the x's, we're going to take half of negative 4, which is negative 2. Squared is, so I'm going to add 4 on here. So what do I add to the other side? Oh no, 16. Because you pulled out a 4 and you added 4 inside the parentheses, which means you're really adding 16 to the left-hand side. So you have to add 16 to the right-hand side. Sure. So we added the 4 to complete the square in here, because we took half of negative 4, which is negative 2, and squared it, which made positive 4. So this is now a perfect square. But if we add 4 here, we're really adding 16, because if you were to distribute this 4 through, there would be a 16 there. So if you add 16 to the left, you have to add 16 to the right to balance it. What number goes inside these parentheses to complete the square for the y? 16. But what number did we really just add? 80. So to balance it, we have to add 80 to the left. No, I'm sorry. To my right. All right. Doing so, we get 4 times the quantity x minus 2 squared, plus 5 times the quantity y plus 4 squared, equals, what is 4 plus 16 plus 80? 100. Dividing everything by 100, we'll get x minus 2 squared over 25, because the 4 100ths is 1/25. We'll get y plus 4 squared over 20, because 5 100ths is 1/20, equals 1. Now we are ready to find the ABCHK. What's our A? 5. What's our B? Square root of 20. How does square root of 20 clean up? 2 radical 5. What's our C? Square root of 5. What's our H? And our K? Negative 4. I'm going to move that over. Good. Are we horizontal or vertical? Horizontal. Large numbers underneath the x. So start with the center, 2, negative 4. Notice our a squared and b squared are relatively close to one another. They're only differ by 5, which means our ellipse is going to look almost like a circle, because our a and b are really close to one another. What direction do I move for the vertices? Left to right, 5 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So your vertices are 7, -4, and -3, -4. Co-vertices, up and down 2 radical 5. Well, radical 20 is 4 point something. So 1, 2, 3, 4 point something. 1, 2, 3, 4 point something. Connect the dots. Oh, I missed it. I'll just make that bigger. That's good. What are the exact coordinates for the co-vertices? Uh-huh. So far, so good. Good. And what's the other one? There you go. Because you're going up 2 radical 5, then you're going down 2 radical 5. How about your foci? We're going left and right to radical 5 units, so 2 point something. 1, 2 point something. 1, 2 point something. Foci will be 2 plus radical 5, comma -4, and 2 minus radical 5, comma -4.